Hey, so a very important part of communicating in English is emailing. Emailing has actually become one of the main methods of communication, especially in business. If you need to communicate in English at work, it is essential that you know how to write clear, professional emails. So today we are going to look at an example email together. We're going to analyze it and talk about what we can do to improve this email. Ready? Now, before we jump into the email writing is one of the topics that I cover in detail in my Essential English for Business course. So in the course, you will learn how to plan, structure, and write professional emails from start to finish. I will link the Essential English for Business course down below in the description box so you can check it out. Now, it is important to know that the English language in this email is actually correct, because many times the issues with emails are not actually the language itself, but more the tone, the organization, the word choice, and the writing style. Of course, you can always correct your spelling, check your grammar. You can even have someone proofread your emails before sending them if possible. And the concepts that you will learn today apply to both personal and professional emails. So here's a situation I want you to imagine. You are a potential MBA student applying to a program in the UK. You would like to study as a foreign student, and you are writing to the university to get some information. Okay. Now, even though this email is not for work, you do still need to use a somewhat professional and formal tone because you want to create that impression of yourself, of course, as an MBA student. So let's take a look at the sample email. So the subject of your email is questions. Dear Sir/Madam, how are you? Sorry to bother you. My name is Marissa and I live in Venezuela. I would like to enroll in the MBA program at your university. I have some questions that need to be clarified. I would highly appreciate if you could assist me, please. I would like to apply for the MBA program. Please let me know if this is a 1-year or 2-year program. If the program is for 2 years, is it possible to finish the course in 1 year? What will the program's start date and application deadline be? What will my tuition fees be, and is it possible to pay in installments? How much money will be sufficient to have in my bank account? If I apply for September of this year and I'm accepted, is it possible to wait until September of next year to attend in case I don't have the necessary finances? Look forward to your assistance at the earliest. Thanks a lot and have a nice day, Marissa. Now you can pause and go back and reread the email if you need to. Okay, so let's analyze this email together. Let's talk about some of the things that could be improved. First of all, the subject. The subject line here is very vague. It is very, very general. So the recipient, the person receiving this email, will not know exactly what this email is about when they read the subject line. So it's really important to always have a clear subject line. When the recipient reads the subject line, they should know exactly what this email is going to be about. So an email like this might be going to a general info email address and might need to be forwarded to the appropriate person or the appropriate department. But the recipient will have to take the time to open the email and thoroughly read it before understanding who this email may need to be forwarded or redirected to. So the first thing, the subject is too vague. Next, the greeting is impersonal. So the greeting, dear Sir/Madam, used to be quite commonly used. However, it's a little bit outdated and considered quite impersonal. So nowadays, the best practice would be to find out the name of the person who you are writing to and address your email directly to them. Now, I know that this is not possible in all cases. Sometimes you cannot get the name of the person you're writing to. And in this case, you can simply write hello. Now let's talk about the structure of this email. Now the first 6 lines are written separately, almost like separate paragraphs or separate points, and it's a little bit long and wordy. It's unnecessary to have an opening that is that long, even if you're trying to be polite. So there are some details and some words and some phrases that we can definitely remove from that opening part or beginning part of the email, and we can definitely shorten that as well. Another big thing about this email is that the tone is quite inconsistent. The tone is very mixed throughout the email. So some parts of the email sound more formal, some parts sound informal, some parts sound personal or conversational. So there's quite a mixed and inconsistent tone all throughout this email. And it is important to come across as professional, clear, and organized when you are a potential MBA candidate. Another thing is the content itself. So a lot of the answers to these questions can actually be found online. And if you were to write an email like this to a university or to a company, it gives the impression that you did not take the time to do your research, or to look for this information yourself, which creates a negative and frankly lazy impression of you, and that is not what you want. So just a side note, never ask questions that you can very easily find the answers to on your own, because it does create the impression that you really didn't make an effort and you don't really care about this thing that you're asking about. Now, on the positive side, there is something that is good about this email: the use of bullets. It's a nice idea to use bullets or numbers or dashes when you have a list of questions. By using bullets or numbers, it gives your recipient the chance to reply to each question. It keeps the email organized and helps to make sure that they don't miss any information. So using bullets is very nice and very effective if used correctly. So in this case, we're going to keep the bullets, all right? Now let's do a little work to improve this email and fix up the points that I've just mentioned. Our new subject is MBA application inquiry. Hello, I hope you are well. My name is Marissa and I am applying for your MBA program as an international student. I have read through the application information on your website and I have a few questions. I would appreciate if you could clarify the following. Is it possible to complete the 2-year program within 1 year? What payment options are available for tuition? Is it possible to defer acceptance for 1 year? Looking forward to hearing from you. Many thanks, Marissa. So here is what we have changed. We've made the subject more specific. We've changed the greeting to hello. We've also shortened the opening of this email, made it more concise, made it more appropriate. We have removed any questions that we could easily answer on our own with a little bit of research. And as a result, that has made our email more specific and more concise, so we've shortened it overall. We have also made the tone much less personal, a lot more factual and professional. This also shows that we respect the time of our recipient. Now have a look at these emails side by side and compare them on your own. So pause the video here if you need to and take a look at the original email and then the email after we've made some changes. So there you have it. That is how you can make some improvements to your emails. As I said, you can learn about email writing in detail in my Essential English for Business course. As well, don't forget to grab your free ebook, English Conversations Made Simple. That's also linked down below. If you have any questions on this topic, please do let me know as well in the comments. And thank you so much for watching, for learning, and spending time with me today. And I will see you very soon in another one.